channel everyone, and in this video we are going to see how we can set up VueJs project with Tailwind CSS. To begin with, open your terminal and go into the project directory or create a new folder. Then from terminal run this command npm init vue latest. It will ask you for the project name, so I am going to name it Vue app. No, we don't want TypeScript support, we don't want JSX support. No. As of now, I'm going to keep the project very simple. So now that you can see a directory with the project name which you entered in the project name in terminal is created here. Now all you need to do is go into the directory which was created by the command and if you see the contents of this, you will see a public folder and a source folder. We will see what are these later, and here you see package.json file. So in the package.json file you will see some dependencies here. Now these are the dependencies which will be installed. In order to install these, all you need to do is run npm install. Now this is going to take a while to install all those modules. Now here the installation is complete and you should see a node modules folder in the Vue app folder or whatever the project folder you are using. So here you see all the modules are installed, whichever are necessary to getting started. Now we need to add Tailwind CSS. Now it's very easy. Just go to the same project folder in your terminal, run this command npm install Tailwind CSS. Now if you go to the package.json file, you can see Tailwind CSS is added to dev dependencies. Now we need a file. You can manually create it or you can run the command npx tailwind css init. So this command is going to create another file tailwind.config.js. Now this file is going to contain the configuration for our Tailwind CSS framework. Now in this content array, all you need to do is you just need to add a string here. This is basically the path of all the folders that is going to contain your styles, or basically the Tailwind framework creates styles for you by reading the class attribute of your HTML elements. So basically you're going to give the path of all those files from which you need to create a style. So this path is going to be for the files which are going to use these styles, or in other words your HTML content. Now, in order to run my Vue app, all I need to do is npm run dev. You can see our Vue app is set up. Now all we need to do is create a command in our package.json or add this to our scripts object here in this JSON. Tailwind CSS. Now next thing we need to do is create in this source folder, you need to create a file called main.css. You can name it whatever you want, but because in this package.json here in the Tailwind CSS command I have named it as main.css, so that's why I'm going to name it main.css. You can name it whatever you want, just make sure the name of this main.css or the name of this CSS file and the one which you mentioned here match. So go into your main.css file and then write your tailwind base. Now our project setup is complete. In next video we are going to see how we can use VueJs to make an application and use Tailwind CSS to style it, and Tailwind CSS speeds up your web development and it is also very easy to use. The only thing you need to do is just carefully set up everything, and then once things are set up you're good to go.